runners, my name is Kaileigh. This is my second year working here at Campus Recreation. I'm going to be leading us through a 20-minute yoga flow class. This class is going to incorporate some breath work into our movement, specifically focusing on the lower body, so a lot of leg work today. So let's get our mats or maybe some comfortable carpet, rug area where we can be on the ground for a little bit. You might want to have some water or a towel nearby. Please feel free to listen to your own body and take it at your own pace. So yeah, let's get started. So let's start standing on our mat. Feet are going to be about hip width distance apart, keeping a slight bend in the back of the knees, nice and bouncy here. Go ahead and face the palms forward, rolling the shoulders back, keeping the chest nice and open here. Close the eyes for just a second, being present here. Take a big inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, release everything out, flutter the eyes open. Take an inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky, stretching up, upward facing salutes. See if you can roll the shoulders down away from the ears here, creating space in between the ears and the shoulders. Maybe look up here. Exhale, bring the arms to cactus arms. Elbows are bent at 90 degrees. Push the palms and the elbows back as if you were leaning against a wall, keeping the chest nice and proud here. Take a big inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. One more time, inhaling up. Exhale for those cactus arms, good. Release the arms, shake them out. Drop the chin down to the chest here, and then we'll take an ear to the shoulder, rolling out, stretching out the side of the neck. Exhale, bring the chin back down towards center, and then over to the other side. One more time, dropping the chin down, stretching out the side of the neck, nice and gentle here, and to the other side. Good. Release everything out, shake everything out. Coming to the top of our mat here, we're going to take the hands to the hips here. Step the left foot about halfway back towards the back of the mat. We're setting up for pyramid pose here. So the toes are pointed out at about a 45-degree angle. Square the hips towards the front of the mat here. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then as you exhale with a slight bend in the knee so we don't lock out the joints, begin to slowly fall forward. And once you're about halfway there, you can release the arms down towards the ground. You can hold onto the leg here. You can let the back of the neck drop. We should be stretching out the backs of the calves here. Take a big inhale here, a long relaxed breath, and exhale it out. On your next inhale, begin to slowly roll up, coming back up to standing. Hands come back to the waist. Shift the weight into the front foot. Step both feet back to the front of the mat. We'll switch to the other side. Right foot comes back about halfway. Toes out at about a 45-degree angle. Square the hips so that they're even with the sides of the mat here. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then exhale, slowly begin to bend from the waist here. A slight bend in the knees so we don't lock it out. Once you're about halfway, you can release the arms, let them fall or hang onto the leg here. Release the head, release the back of the neck. Take a big inhale, one of those long, relaxed breaths. Filling up, and exhale, release it out. On your next inhale, begin to slowly roll up, bringing the hands to the waist, step both feet back to the front of the mat. Inhale, take the arms up, upward facing salute. Exhale, find those cactus arms. Inhale up, and on our exhale, we're gonna come all the way down, finding a forward fold here, keeping a slight bend in the back of the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, place the hands either on the shins or on the thighs so that we have a flat spine. So our spine is flat, the top of our head is pointing out right in front of us. Inhale to stretch, expand. Exhale, release, come back into that forward fold. Inhale again, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale for a flat spine, stretching out, expanding the spine. Exhale, forward fold, release. The back of the neck is heavy. You can wiggle the feet out a little bit further, heel toeing the feet apart, maybe about hip width distance or even wider. Take a generous bend in the back of the knees. We're coming into ragdoll. You can let the arms dangle here, or you can grab opposite elbows. Wherever you are, just keeping the knees bent, releasing the upper body. The name of the pose is ragdoll, so try to envision that. Just being loose, letting gravity decompress the spine. You can sway the upper body side to side. Shake the head yes, and shake the head no, releasing any tension in the back of the neck. And find one of those relaxed inhales and exhales again here. Just letting all the stress release, releasing any tension in the neck, in the face, maybe in the jaw. And take one more big inhale. And exhale to release everything out. Release the arms. Plant the hands on the mat. We're gonna walk the feet back, coming into a plank pose, a top of a push-up here. You can drop to the knees at any time if you need that modification, or you can stay up to challenge yourself. Either way, push into both palms, round in the shoulder blade, feel a belly button to spine, core engagement here, press the heels back. Take one more big inhale, and as you exhale, shift forward. We're gonna lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes here. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the gaze for cobra pose. Exhale, come back down. We'll take two more cobra poses. Slide the hands back so they're underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. See if you can use that core engagement to keep yourself up here. Exhale, come down. Inhale, last time, lift up for cobra, or if you're ready, move into upward facing dog where only your palms and the tops of the feet are on the mat. Keeping the chest, the gaze lifted here, inhale, and then exhale, shift back into our first downward facing dog. So in our downward facing dog, our upside down V here, pedal out the feet, bending into one knee, stretching out the back of the opposite leg. Feeling the stretch in the calves, all along the back of the leg. And then we'll drop down onto our knees, coming into tabletop position. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin, round the back, look inwards. Two more times. Inhale, rolling back, looking up, lifting the gaze. Exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin, look in. Last one. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, arch the spine. Shifting back into our neutral tabletop position here. Shifting the weight over because we're gonna lift the right leg up, taking it directly back behind you. Then we'll bend the knee, coming into a little bit of a donkey kick here. So as you inhale, we're gonna kick up, and then exhale, round the spine, taking the knee in towards the nose. Then inhale to find a fire hydrant, and then exhale, take that leg directly out behind us. Good, let's find that two more times. Inhale, donkey kick, kicking the leg up, squeezing the glute. Exhale, knee to nose, round in. Inhale, lift up, fire hydrant, squeeze the glute. Exhale, take the leg out behind. Inhale, donkey kick. Exhale, round in, knee to nose. Inhale for the fire hydrant. Exhale, take that leg out behind you. Gently set the knee back down. Reset the spine with a single cat-cow. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze. Exhale, arching the spine, tuck the chin, look in. We'll come back to neutral and we'll take that on the opposite side. Inhale, take the leg back. Feet is flat as if you were standing on a wall behind you, all toes pointed down towards the ground. Then we'll inhale to bend the knee, lift the leg up, coming into a donkey kick. Exhale, round the spine, tucking the knee in, bringing it towards the nose. Inhale for a fire hydrant, squeeze the glute. exhale, extend the leg out straight. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, donkey kick up. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, fire hydrant. Exhale, extend the leg out long. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, donkey kick, squeeze that glute. Round the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, fire hydrant. And then extend the leg out long. Good. Place that knee back down. Reset with a single cat-cow. Inhale, expanding the chest, looking up. Exhale, arching the spine, looking down. We'll tuck the toes underneath, push into both palms, pressing in, rounding in between the shoulder blades. We'll lift the knees just about an inch off of the mat, engaging the core here. Feel that belly button moving towards the spine to keep us steady. And if you're shaking, that's okay, embrace it. See if you can find a long, lengthy breath here, even if we might be shaking, even if we're struggling. See if you can find some relaxation. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, press back into downward facing dog here. Find one of those long, relaxed breaths again. In fact, we'll be here in downward facing dog for a few breaths. So if you need a modification, you can always drop to child's pose. To do that, take the knees as wide as the mat, sit the hips back towards the heels, and relax the upper body down towards the mat. Take a big breath, filling up with fresh air, and exhale. See if you can sigh it out. 1 more big breath here. And exhale it out. If you're in child's pose, meet me back in downward facing dog here. From our downward facing dog, take a big inhale, look up, look in between the palms, begin to walk the feet to the front of the mat to meet the hands. Take a big inhale, slowly roll up, coming all the way up, hands to the sky, upward facing salute. And exhale, come all the way back down, forward fold. Take the hands to the mat. We're gonna step the left foot back, just the left foot coming into a runner's lunge. You can walk the feet out. They should be at least hip width distance, maybe even a little bit wider apart. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Take an inhale, take both palms up to the thigh. Take an inhale, slowly shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Continue to take this movement here. You should be feeling it in the inner thighs, in the hip opening up. But if your hips are really flexible, you might need more of a stretch than this. So feel free to come forward, coming all the way up onto the fingertips, lifting the chest. And then as you come back, come all the way into half splits. Finding a place that's a good stretch for you. It's your body and your practice. So find what feels good. Matching our movement with our breath so that as we're inhaling, we're coming forward and exhaling back. Let's take 1 more round each direction. Good. Coming back to neutral. Lifting back up. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Lift the gaze. Take the palms back to the mat, tuck the back toes, lift the back leg, send the right foot back, go through vinyasa or meet a straightened downward facing dog. So for your vinyasa, lower to the mat, inhale for cobra or upward facing dog, exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, take a breath here in downward facing dog. And then look forward in between the palms, walk the feet to meet the hands at the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up, coming all the way up for upward facing salute. Exhale, all the way back down. Take the hands to the mat. This time we'll step the opposite foot back, taking the right foot back, sitting up in our runner's lunge, feet at least hip width distance, maybe even wider. And then we'll drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Inhale, both palms up to the knee here. Roll the shoulders back, lifting the chest. And then we'll find that motion on this side. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhale back. And you should be feeling this again in the inner thighs, opening up the hips, but if you need even more, go ahead and take that extension here. Exhaling, come all the way back for half splits. Inhaling, coming forward, keeping the chest lifted no matter which version you're taking. Moving with your breath here, listening to your body. Good. All right, let's take one more, each direction. Inhaling big, exhaling out. Coming back to center, lift up, take one breath here, rolling the shoulders back again, keeping the chest nice and open. And then we'll take the palms down, tuck the back toes, lift the back leg, take the left foot back, going through your vinyasa, lowering all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. And we'll come onto our hands and knees here. We're gonna shift over, coming into sitting, so just rolling over the feet, and we're eventually gonna transition into laying back. So you might wanna scoot up towards the front of the mat. We're gonna do a little bit of core work here. So place the feet flat on the mat, knees up towards the sky. Hands can be on the front of the shins or the back of the thighs. Wherever you are, take a big breath. Inhale, lift the shoulders, roll them back to keep the chest nice and open here. Then we're gonna begin to lean the upper body back, walk the toes in, and there's gonna be a point where your toes begin to float off the mat. You can keep it here, find that belly button to spine core engagement, or for more, you can lift the knees to 90 degrees. Stay here, or if you need even more, you can begin to let go, float the arms out. Good. And if you're here and you need even more of a challenge, you can begin to straighten into the legs. See if you can find that relaxed breath, even here, even if you're struggling a little, that's okay. Embrace it, you got this. Take one big inhale, and on our exhale, we're gonna lower and exhale for 5 counts. So exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you got this. Exhale, come all the way up to line on the ground. Knees come up towards the sky, feet flat on the ground. You can windshield wiper the knees side to side. Take one of those long, relaxing breaths here. All right, we're gonna do one more active pose before we move into our cool down, taking a round of bridge. So walk the feet in. They should be about hip width distance apart. You can take the palms flat on the ground here, or I like to grab the sides of the mat. This will give you a little bit of leverage. You can pull the mat as we lift up here. So press into both feet. Inhale, lift the hips up, squeezing the glutes at the top. Press into it, engage the thighs here, and exhale, slowly lower down. We'll take 2 more rounds of bridge. So set yourself up, and then on your inhale, lift up, lifting the hips, squeezing the thighs, squeezing the glutes. See if you can walk the shoulders underneath the body for a little bit higher, and then exhale, slowly lower all the way down. One more, you got this. Inhale, lift up, squeezing the glutes, feeling the activation in the thighs, pressing through the feet. See if you can lift the chest and then lift the chin away from the chest. Hold it here at the top for just a breath. See if you can squeeze a little bit higher, and then slowly lower all the way down. Good, take the knees into the chest, rock side to side here. All right, runners, you guys are doing awesome. We're gonna move into just a little bit of a quick cool down, getting our heart rate back down. Take the knees, you can move them in a circle. Feel the connection between the spine and the ground here. And take them the opposite direction. Good. Squeeze both the knees into the chest here. We're gonna hold on to the right leg, expand the left leg out long, squeezing this right leg in for just a second. And then on your exhale, guide that knee across the body, coming into a spinal twist. You can take the arms out to a T or take the hand onto the knee to help open it up a little bit more. Inhale, expand into this twist, wringing out the spine. And then exhale, melt down here. See if you can surrender yourself into the ground here. Finding that long, relaxed breath. Notice if it's changed throughout class. Take one more full round of breath, a full inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, gently bring both knees back in towards center, squeezing them both into the chest. This time, the right leg expands, left leg stays in. Just hug that knee in towards the body for just a second. And then on your exhale, we'll gently guide that knee across the body, coming into a spinal twist on the other side. You can extend the arms out to a T. You can take the gaze over the left shoulder. You can close the eyes here if that feels good. Take an inhale, wring out the spine, stretching into this twist. And then exhale, see if you can surrender down just a little bit more. Releasing any tension, anywhere you feel it. Maybe in the face, in the jaw. Relaxing here. One more full round of breath here. And then we'll gently bring both knees back into center. You can take happy baby here if it feels good. Take both feet as if you were standing on the ceiling. Knees are bent. You can hold on to the back of the thighs here, or you can reach through to grab the outsides of the feet. One last little bit of hip opening, some hip love here. You can rock side to side if that feels good. Find that relaxed breath here and find a moment of gratitude. Thank yourself for all the work you did today. And we'll take the knees back into the chest, take the hands onto the back of the thighs. And we're going to begin to rock from front to back, using our legs to create some momentum. And we'll take about 3 rocks here. Eventually you should build up enough momentum that you can come all the way up to seated. All right, so from our comfortable seated position here, let's place the hands on the knees. Take a big inhale and exhale it out. One more big inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky. And exhale, bring the palms together at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for Yoga Flow today. Namaste.